Welcome back to Sous Vide Everything, guys. Today, MATAMBRE. This is MATAMBRE. The actual translation means to kill your hunger, and that's exactly what this will do. And as you can see, it just looks like folded up clothes. This cut of meat is not popular here in the US. What I'm about to make today is very common in Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay. And everyone has a different version of it, and today I'm gonna show you mine. Once I open it up, you can clearly see that this is very unusual. And if you were wondering where it comes from, it is taken from between the skin and the ribs. I guess you could call it some type of flank steak. But by no means is this a flank steak. This is the meat that is traditionally used in Latin America, and I have to give a big shout out to my meat dealer, my friend Emilio. Thank you for this. MATAMBRE is like a cold cut. I need the meat to be symmetrical in order for me to roll it up. So for that, I decided to trim it to make it perfect. I started by cutting out the edges and make sure that it was completely squared. When I was done, I was left with a perfect blanket of meat. Now there's a lot of ingredients that goes inside of MATAMBRE, and you can make it your own. I'm gonna show you my version of it, which takes a little bit of the traditional and also with a little bit of the Guga twist. The first thing I need to do is make a paste. And here's how. I started off with chopped parsley, followed by Parmesan cheese, garlic, and chopped up beef bouillon. Now we gotta mix it well. As a binder to my paste, I added 3 raw eggs. Now all there's left to do is mix it well, and my paste is done. It is traditional to put boiled eggs on your MATAMBRE. And the main thing to keep an eye on is that when you're cutting your MATAMBRE, every cut should have a piece of the yolk. If I lay them side by side to each other without cutting out the edges, that would not happen. So for that reason, I like to take them off. That will ensure that every cut will have a piece of the yolk. Now to season it, keep in mind that this is a big piece of meat and you gotta season it well. I started off with salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper, garlic powder, and red chili flakes. Now to one of the most important part of this dish. We need everything to combine together, and this is unflavored gelatin. By adding the gelatin with the strainer, this ensures that everything will combine together nicely. Remember, in the end, this will still be a cold cut, and this is the way it has been done traditionally for many years, and it works like a charm. Now all there's left to do is the assembly. I started off with my paste. I like to use my hand to ensure that every edge is covered nicely. Then I added the bell peppers, which were cut julienne style, and as you can see, there is no seed. Followed by some carrots. Then I finished it up by putting the eggs. As you can see by the way I'm laying them out, this will ensure that every piece will have a piece of the yolk. Now all there's left to do is roll it up, and the crucial part is the beginning. It is important that you keep everything as tight as possible. Once it's being cooked, the juices of the meat will come in contact with the gelatin and keep everything nicely together. Once I was done, I tied it up with butcher's twine. The goal is to make it as tight as possible, and once I was done, this is what it looks like. Now all there's left to do is bag it up and cook it sous vide. I'm cooking this beautiful MATAMBRE at 175 degrees Fahrenheit for 16 hours. I got my MATAMBRE cooked at 175 degrees Fahrenheit for 16 hours, but now it's ready. Let's take it out. Let's do it. Since I'm gonna be making an amazing MATAMBRE sandwich, I decided to make a sauce. And it's pretty simple to do. I started with a little bit of mayo and added a little bit of rib glaze. I want to thank my friend Cosmo for sending this over. And if you guys are interested, I'll put it on the description down below so you can check it out. Then I added a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, mixed it well, and my sauce was done. By that time, my MATAMBRE was ready. Now all there's left to do is remove the butcher's twine, and my MATAMBRE is ready to be sliced. If you guys are not familiar with MATAMBRE, what that means is that, at least in Portuguese, is like to kill your hunger.
Yeah.
Right, Mama?
Hunger killer.
Yeah, so basically I put eggs and carrots. By the way, this is not the traditional way. This is the Guga version way. I hope I did justice to all my Argentinian friends. I mean, it looks good.
It looks good.
Yeah, can't wait to try it.
Yep.
I've done it the more traditional way, which is kind of like boil. You know, they boil the meat and then they take it out and then put it in the refrigerator and slice it.
That's not really sous vide.
We are sous vide everything.
Sous vide everything. We got a sous vide this thing.
We gotta try it. All right, Mama. I say we go first for the matambre by itself before we go to the sandwich. Matambre is a cold cut, everybody. So it's served cold. But just like ham, you can also heat it up on a sandwich if you like, and you can make one. All right. So let's try out this flavor, Mama. I'll see how it tastes. Right. Let me cut it open. Thank you for waiting for me, Mama. Appreciate that.
Sorry, they go. I don't know.
How does it taste? Now you tried it.
But now I'm chewing. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to eat. So while he's talking, you guys are not just watching both of us chew the food.
So now we want to know, how does it taste, Mama?
It's really good.
It's good?
It's really good.
How's the salt, the seasoning, the flavor?
Seasoning is perfect.
A lot of times when I eat matambre, it doesn't have a lot of seasoning because they like lighten up the seasoning a little bit. But so I'm curious to find out how the seasoning went.
No, I mean the seasoning was good. I never had matambre before.
Your first time? Oh, first then you can't judge.
So I cannot
how do you
judge.
like it?
I like it.
Like it? Is it like a ham, or explain to them?
Exactly. Yeah, it's it has a little bit of a light beef flavor, but there's very much a ham flavor into it. And then, you know, you can get the carrots, but I didn't want to say that because it's obvious over there. And the eggs too makes a nice complement.
It is my turn, everybody. I had it several times. Let's try it. Oh, that's nice flavor.
Right?
It's strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like very light flavor. It's a nice, strong flavor. Seasoning is excellent. The combination of the carrots and the eggs and the beef together, you feel that little fatness when you, just like when you buy the fatty ham. You know, when you bite on it, it's nice. I like it. I'm surprised that matambre, when you boil it, it does not taste like this. It actually is a little bit lighter on the flavor. But because there is nowhere to go, all the juices from the meat, it concentrated deeply and it's extremely flavorful. So 1 or 2 or maybe 3 slices is plenty for a sandwich.
It's very proteiny. Mm-hmm. So bodybuilders, go for it.
Yeah, I know, eh? I know. A lot of you are unfamiliar with this kind of taste. It does not taste like ham. It does not taste like turkey. It does not taste like pastrami or corned beef. It has its own unique taste.
The steak that you're using over here, is it the actual steak that they use in Argentina?
It is matambre. Yes, matambre. The real deal.
All right, because that steak, it's not very popular over here in the U.S. guys.
Actually, it's not popular at all. I don't think, I think the only person that can get that is my meat dealer. Shout out to you, meat dealer. You know who you are.
Yo,
right,
Emilio? Us up here.
You know who you are, you meat dealer. This guy right here, Emilio, you're the man for hooking me up with this.
This meat is the meat in the ribs of the cow,
right? Between
the skin and the actual ribs.
That's the one that that they keep like this all the time.
If you've ever seen a cow and it's like twitching to scare away the flies, that's they call it the fly swatter.
Because if you ever been with a cattle and cows and things like that, every time there's some type of fly, and then they just like twitch it. Yeah, like they twitch every. So that's what it is. Oh. You know what I call this? Matambre. All right, it is fantastic. Let's try the sandwich, Mama. I'll go for it. Cheers to you, buddy. Oh, that's a perfect sandwich. That's a perfect matambre sandwich right here, everybody.
It's not just the matambre here, huh?
No. How do you like that little sauce?
Oh my God, that sauce is a perfect.
I put a little bit of that rib glaze there in my mouth. The sauce is sweet, savory, has a little bit of the Worcestershire sauce, so you combined everything together. For being sous vide, I say this is a tremendous amount of success because when you boil it, you lose a lot of flavor. Here, there is no lack of flavor at all.
No lost flavor at
Everything is in there, and I hope a lot of my Argentinian friends are watching this and give it a try sous vide because this is, I don't want to say better than the original because I know a lot of my Argentinian friends are going to kill me.
You say better than the original, we're going to get a lot of...
But it is as good as the original with more flavor. Let's just say that.
Perfect. Perfect. That's the way to say it. I mean, I assume because I don't really know.
You don't know what it is.
But there's the right way to say
That's
it.
right, Mama. So guys, this is just an introduction of cold cuts sous vide. We can actually expand on this, Mama, making it ham, turkey, and other cold cuts, because sous vide is really good for that. And if you guys want to see more cold cuts, let me know in the comments below and I'm gonna make it happen. Anyway guys, this is the Matambre. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more cold cuts, just let me know in the comments down below. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you're interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.